The demonstration was called following Sunday evening's Israeli attack on a displacement camp outside Rafah, which killed 45 people. At least 6 officers were injured in the confrontation. The protests came hours after 3 European countries chose to recognize the state of Palestine in a historic move.
This is the moment dozens of protesters clashed with police officers outside the Israeli embassy in Mexico. Protesters, some wearing face coverings, attempted to break down barriers protecting it. The demonstration was called following Sunday evening's Israeli attack on a displacement camp outside Rafah, which killed 45 people. At least 6 officers were injured in the confrontation. There were similar scenes in London on Tuesday night, with huge crowds descending on Westminster. 40 arrests were made when a group of protesters refused to disperse. Meanwhile, an AI image featuring the slogan "All Eyes on Rafah" was shared more than 30 million times on social media. The protest came hours after 3 European countries chose to recognize the state of Palestine in a historic move.
Spain joins the more than 140 countries that already recognize Palestine. This is a historic decision that has a single goal: to contribute to achieving peace between Israelis and Palestinians.
Ireland and Norway also joined Spain in formally recognizing its statehood on Tuesday. But why is this decision so important? Millions of Palestinians have been living in fear as fighting continues in Gaza 7 months after the war broke out. The dream of Palestinians gaining their own state might seem like it's slipping further away for many. But this symbolic decision provides hope to those living in Gaza and is an attempt to find a political solution to the war in the Middle East. And with Hamas and Israel launching retaliatory attacks over the weekend, this recognition is more important now than ever.
I hope it sends the Palestinian people a message of hope that in this, their darkest hour, Ireland stands with them. It is an expression of our view that Palestine holds and should be able to vindicate the full rights of a state, including self-determination, self-governance, territorial integrity and security, as well as recognising Palestine's own obligations under international law.
140 countries have recognised a Palestinian state, but none of the major Western countries have done so. Not much is likely to change the devastating reality for Palestinians on the ground in the short term, but Tuesday's actions will put pressure on other European countries, including the UK, Germany and France, to allow them in supporting Palestinian self-determination. It's hoped that this will also persuade Israel to open negotiations on ending the war and come to an agreement often referred to as the two-state solution, where Palestinians and Israelis agree to have their own states with their own borders. But Israel has condemned the diplomatic move, with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu calling it a reward for terrorism.